Hey everyone, my name is Quentin Hamp and I am the owner and head SEO of Vectus Marketing here in Springfield, Missouri. One of the things I like to do is look at markets and explain what is going on behind the scenes that cause one site to rank above another in a market. So if you are in the roofing market, you're going to find this to be beneficial. This is actually Joplin, Missouri, which is about an hour from me here in Springfield, and depending on how fast you drive. And let's take a look at a couple of websites here, one that's doing really well and then one that is just kind of blowing the market away and is really coming in quickly as a new competitor in this market. So Abernathy Roofing we see is doing great. They're here in the maps, they're right here. And then if you come down in the search results, they're number 3 in my search results. So kudos to Abernathy Roofing, y'all are doing great. So why is Abernathy Roofing ranking so well? Well, if I come over to this tool, this is an industry tool that shows me how difficult a niche is. And surprisingly enough, for as expensive as it is to get a new roof, this is an easy niche to get into. And probably a lot of driving this ease is that companies are struggling to get enough people hired. So they are continuing to just try to keep up with the work they have. They're not looking to add more work. Now, if we get hit with a recession, that's going to hurt them because they're not on page 1 of Google. But for right now, they're doing okay. So if you're coming into the roofing niche and you're wanting more traffic, this is a great time to come in because it's actually a fairly easy place to be relatively. So take heart, you can pretty easily make it to page 1 of Google for this. Now, looking here, we have also ranks for it, and we see these keywords, Abernathy Company, Phillips Roofing. If you're running ads, you might consider running a branded ad campaign where you target these keywords and actually steal. You're not stealing, but you're just putting your brand in front of these customers that you know are looking for roofing companies. So sometimes that's a strategy that can help. Take that free tip. ADT and the really big security companies tend to use this a lot. This is something that the small mom and pop shop can steal, an idea they can use that the big corporate people use. So bidding on your competitor's brand keyword, little free tip there for you. Okay, let's take a look at the search results. And why is Abernathy ranking so well? So here I have an example of the search results on Google with some added data, a lot of numbers. I'm going to hone in on this one right here that I have highlighted. Abernathy Roofing has 165 domains linking to that. And what that means is when you go to, let's say, Yellow Pages and you get your listing on Yellow Pages, it's going to link back to your website. And when it does that, that's a backlink, or that's a domain that's linking to your website. And if you get enough of those that are high quality and that have good information surrounding them, then Google counts those and it helps them evaluate where to put you in the search engines. And we see right here that they have a lot of those. Now, BBB is a huge national organization. It's not surprising to see them up near the top, but Abernathy, man, they're doing really well. They're holding their own. Home Advisor, once again, big national organization. Sometimes it's hard to beat those out. But this Bridgewater Roofing is the one that caught my eye. They only have 32, but they are doing really great in this niche. And in fact, if you notice, this red line right here is Abernathy screaming in out of nowhere in May of 2020 and just say, hey guys, I'm here to make money. I'm here to take your leads. And I'm just gonna click that. You can see them come back in, just come flying in and start making some money off this niche. So let's take a look at Bridgewater. Let's see what they're doing right and maybe some areas they can improve. So here's the Bridgewater website. And the first thing I see is that it is a little bit not that attractive. But hey, you know, if it's getting the job done, phone number is very clear. I don't see a click to call, which is something I love to have, where when they're on the mobile phone, they can poke a button and call you. I think that's a great feature to have. And then we can see what the contact us form looks like. This is great. You certainly can reach out and reach them there. Not the prettiest, once again, seems to be getting the job done. So kudos to those guys. If they were to prettify this a little bit, they would probably see a higher conversion rate. At the same time, you know, there's not much competition, so I know I'd be giving them a call. Let's take a look at what their secret sauce is that brought them, if I can say it again, screaming in May of 2020. So right here is referring domains. And once again, that's just that backlink concept where they're going out the Yellow Pages and they're getting that mention, or sites like that, high quality sites like that. And so here we see that in May of 2020, they started this campaign and they've received, you know, about 30 or so mentions in that time frame, and they're continuing to build their site. They're going to be a pretty big powerhouse in this niche before too long. And we can see here, this is a picture of the organic traffic they received. This is the number of visitors they're receiving to their website. And we see right away that it jumped up, and they've had pretty good visibility since then. So this was June 2020 that it peaked, and from May to June, really fast campaign. It's paying off in spades for them. If we look at their backlinks, these are where they're getting their mentions, and you can see they've done a lot with relevancy. You know, roof.info is a great place if you have a roofing company to go in and try to get them to talk about your website. Also, we see here just some other little sites where they're ranking, things like that. This is really, really great, clean stuff to see. Good domain authority on these sites. It's helping them out really well. So if you were to try to rank #1 in Google for roofing in Joplin, Missouri, you know, one of the things I'd like to see is the title tag, including Joplin, Missouri in the name. And it's difficult to see here. If you hover over the top of this tab here, you see how it drops down. It says Bridgewater Roofing, contact us. I would love for that to say Bridgewater Roofing in Joplin, Missouri. I think that would definitely improve their rankings. And the reason I think that is over here on the Keyword Explorer, if you look and see, you know, the #1 has Joplin, Missouri. #2 has Joplin, Missouri. #3, 4, #6, #9. So a lot of these have Joplin, Missouri in their name. I think that's certainly something to test that could help them out further. But I did find a fascinating little bit of secret code they're using on their website. Now, this is a very advanced search engine optimization tactic. I want to just hats off to the company they're using. You guys are doing a great job. Right here in their code of their website, they have a little what we call schema, and this is a meta property conversation. It's actually a little different from what I normally see, what we call schema. But schema is special code that talks directly to the search engines and tells the search engine bot what's going on. And you can see here it says, hey, I'm in Joplin. This is my email, this is my postal code, and this is my phone number. And so all of a sudden, these bots that are going through all of these websites trying to make sense of the web says, oh, I know exactly what's going on with this site. This one's in Joplin, it has a zip code. I'm going to go with this website. So a lot of times, just by making your site painfully clear what it is you do and where you're located, it can make a powerful impact on your rankings. And it's great to see them being rewarded for that. Abernathy has done something similar, except that their use of Joplin's on the homepage, and they mention Joplin 4 times, and that's just how they get around that. Once again, they could be moving up higher. They might be #1 in Google over BBB if they actually put Joplin, Missouri in their title tag, which they don't have here. It says roofing company, Abernathy Roofing and Construction. So that's kind of the overview of some things you can do with your website. You want to get those good brand mentions. You want to make sure the keyword is on your web page, so that way the bots can actually see what your website is about. And if you do those two things, that'll do a lot towards moving you forward. Now, of course, a marketing agency is able to short circuit that growth for you. And this video is nothing less than a sales pitch to say, if you need help getting to page 1 in Google or getting to the #1 spot in Google, I'm always happy to hop on a consultation call with you and show you what we can do, and hopefully help small businesses make more money. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been valuable. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give me a like. If you got any comments, drop them below or send me a contact form. I always love the feedback.